even though he is behaving this way on the video, what ends up happening at the end of this is he charges a bunch of police officers. That's how he ends up getting arrested and hospitalized. Okay, I think they put him on like a 5150. The guy went completely crazy. So as much as this is kind of funny, what you're seeing right here, it ends with him charging police. Okay, which is pretty nuts. All right, Jesse on Fire, welcome back. So we got some celebrity news today, you guys. The Hulk Hogan situation just got pretty confusing, actually. It sounds like he may not have actually died of a heart attack, and they have some medical information. Now, more specifically, they're saying that a doctor killed him. The heart attack is like some kind of cover story. It's a pretty wild story, not gonna lie, and that is going to be the second segment of this video. We also, though, are going to take a little look at this. Now, do you guys remember Lil Nas X? If you're not familiar with Lil Nas X, he is the rapper, okay? The rapper who made the music video in which he was giving a lap dance to the devil, right? I don't think I can play the actual music video because you're not allowed to, play music that is not yours. But, this is, something like this, right? It's like this whole thing. He isn't the first pop star to spark a satanic panic. You're like, yeah, I know. But he is the most recent one. And, just something to note. And he made Satan's shoes as well. I don't know. Listen. Now, I'm going to be serious for 1 second before we take a look at that actual case, because he got caught roaming the streets in his tighty whities and has been hospitalized for a possible OD. And when you see this video, it is bananas, okay? Like, I've seen a lot of videos of celebrities who have done too many drugs and they find themselves kind of roaming the street, like, illegibly talking to people. And illegibly, I don't even know if that's a word. You're being illegible while you're saying illegibly. But this one is very unique, and I'm being serious. Like, I'm not just, I'm very serious. A very unique video that's kind of bizarre. So we're going to take a look at that in a second. But I just wanted to point out something here and tell you what's going on. All right. Now, if you ask these people, really quick though, before I even tell you any of that, let's go ahead and subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet. If you're new to the channel, you probably have already decided whether or not you like the look of my face and the sound of my voice. And if you do, I would just ask that you subscribe to the channel. I always say it's not free to watch my content. It doesn't cost any money. I just ask that you click subscribe because it's very helpful to the channel. It's like, taking candy from a store that says leave a quarter behind for muscular dystrophy. Who takes the candy and doesn't leave the quarter? Assholes. And that's not you guys. So if you don't mind subscribing and liking the video, that would be incredible. All right. So, anywho, so I wanted to say this, right? Like, if you actually asked one of these people, like, what does it mean? Oh, well, that's my other show that I do with Gabrielle. That was actually totally unintentional. So there's a link in the description. If you want to see what my wife looks like, go ahead and click on that link later and you can watch our show that we just got done filming. But okay, if you ask these people, these Satanists, right? It's like, what do you mean that you're a Satanist, right? Like, you have, in my opinion, right? Well, not my opinion. I know this is true. You have multiple types of Satanists in the modern era, right? Like, you have people who are actual, like, blood drinking, child sacrificing Satanists, right? That are like the epitome of evil. Then you have this other side that we're like, oh yeah, well, we're Satanists. But what it actually means is, just do what makes you feel good. Just always put yourself first and make yourself feel good. And you're all, what do you mean by that? You're all, you want to do drugs? Do drugs. You want to have sex with someone? Do that. Regardless of anything else. You don't need to judge yourself. This is about indulgence, self-indulgence. You're all, so what does that have to do with Satan? They're like, well, that's what we stand for as Satanists. It's like, okay. So I don't think that this dude is, one of the, like, hold a baby up and do that type. I do think he is definitely the other type. And also, being a homosexual man, I think what you're going to be looking at here is the end of a 5-day bender of doing crystal meth and then having sex over and 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 over with many men. Okay. Very common in that community. They just get hopped up on meth and then they just bang for like days at a time. Okay. Now everybody knows, as much as that stuff will keep you standing up and awake, okay, your brain, you have to sleep. Like, you have to sleep. So in the, whenever you end up like seeing these people who are like on the road trying to light things on fire or going completely botzo, what you're looking at is the end result of a total lack of sleep. And it's like, do they need to go to bed? The reason I bring this up is because this is the craziest one I've ever seen and you'll understand exactly why. Okay, watch Lil Nas X, and then obviously we'll talk about the Hulk Hogan thing.
Nah. Hey,
What
don't
up?
be late to the party tonight.
Where at?
You know where it's at. Nah, go ahead, babe. Nah. Go ahead, babe. Nah. Didn't I tell you to put the phone down? Uh-oh, somebody's gonna have to pay for that.
Dude, he's in tidy whities and white boots, dude. No. And he's like, this is at 4 a.m. on like Sunset Boulevard. Okay. Normally, when you find these guys gacked out of their gourd in the middle of the night, they don't look like this. They don't look this confident. Like, how is he so confident? He's just ripping around like, what's up, dog? What's up, dog? Don't you want to be in my shoes? It's like, I am, for some reason, very entertained by this person right now. You know what I mean? Like, I am entertained by this guy. And he is far from done. And so we're going to finish this video, and then we'll talk about Hulk.
Hey, for everybody coming to the party. Yes, I am serving you. I am serving you.
Bro, this guy and Diddy must have been best friends. Best friends. You know what I mean? Like, this guy would fit in perfect at a Diddy party, right? Like, the party's going on, and then Diddy, they'd be like, Diddy, Lil Nas X is here. He's all, say what? Turn the music down and be all, Nas. And he'd like pop out of a cake, dude, wearing like rhino sequin fucking vest, and that's all. And he's all, like, this is exactly, like, he is the exact energy that I would imagine is the, like, you know, top peak of the Diddy party right here.
You better be at that party tonight. Oh, yes. Yes, get my good side. Every side. Yes.
Like, this dude is walking on the street alone, and there's one car that is silently just filming him, and this is what he's doing. Like, this is what he's doing. Like, that's insane. You know what I mean? If you actually think about that, visualize it in your head. It's 4 a.m. There is no one out there except for him in the street and this one person who is not saying a word to him. They're just filming, and this is how he is interacting with that person. Okay? If that's me, now, obviously, I would probably never be in tidy whities and white cowboy boots walking down the street at 4 a.m. by myself. But, like, the person that comes up and starts filming me and without talking to me, that would freak me the fuck out, man. Not him. He's ready to perform. This guy's a superstar.
Sean Bankhead taught me that one. Bow! Bang! Bow! Woo! Bow! Batty boy, won't you give it to me, baby? Batty boy, won't you give it to me, baby?
Now, even though this is what the video appears, I mean, well, what's the right way to put this? Even though he is behaving this way on the video, what ends up happening at the end of this is he charges a bunch of police officers. That's how he ends up getting arrested and hospitalized. Okay, I think they put him on like a 5150. The guy went completely crazy. So as much as this is kind of funny, what you're seeing right here, it ends with him charging police, okay, which is pretty nuts. But you know what? That's probably enough of this video. Let's talk about Hulk, okay? So as stated, okay, like his family is now claiming that he was actually killed by a doctor who during a surgery severed a nerve, this is a pretty wild story, dude. So the Clearwater Police Department said in a statement to TMZ Sports on Thursday, the investigation into Hulk Hogan's death remains ongoing. Now, obviously, normally a person who has a heart attack, there's no, like, they had a heart attack, they died. You know what I mean? Like, that's a pretty easy close. It's also very easy to determine whether or not someone had a heart attack because they have a certain, I think it's like a hormone that gets secreted into the body if someone has a heart attack. So you always know whether or not they had a heart attack. So the fact that the investigation is still ongoing per the police is very telling that there's probably something to this. So we've been in communication with family members, including his son, Nick, his daughter, Brooke, and the unique nature of this case has required us to interview multiple witnesses and seek medical records from a variety of providers. And our detectives continue to do that. All of this takes time. The Hogan family has been appreciative of our efforts and our communication with them. So Hulk Hogan's widow, Sky, now she's a Scientologist. You just take that into account. I mean, listen, okay? And she's like our real Scientologist. They live in Clearwater, okay? That is like home base, national home base of Scientologists. And so the bottom line is this, like, I can't know a person is a Scientologist and not take that into account when we're discussing medical things because, okay, I don't know how much you guys know about Scientologists, but they are liars. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm not saying all of them are, but that is like a central theme of Scientology is that if they determine someone to be an enemy or they have a problem with someone, there are no boundaries to what they'll do to win. Okay, like they have no issue framing a person for something, you know, like they do the craziest stuff ever, man. And they also have a major problem with traditional medicine, like, you know, like Western medicine also, especially psychiatrists. But I actually don't think they're necessarily wrong about all that. You know, like when Tom Cruise went on and he's like, you're glib. You're glib. Do you even know what Adderall is? He's not wrong about that, dude. Putting children on Adderall is absolutely bananas. Honestly, in all seriousness, I attribute many of the issues that I've had with substances like early, you know, early in my life from the fact that I was put on Adderall when I was young. Like you put a kid who's like 13 years old on speed, and then it's like, oh wow, they seem to be more susceptible to getting hooked on substances. You're all imagine that, you know, weird, almost like when their brain was forming, you put like narcotics into their system, and then wow, the brain became more susceptible to getting addicted to things. Who would have thought? You know what I mean? I don't blame my parents or anything. I blame the entire system for being so easily malleable per, you know, the Rockefellers who built it. Whole other thing. Anyway, all right. So Hulk Hogan's widow, Sky, confirmed to TMZ Sports the wrestling legend's phrenic nerve was compromised during one of his recent surgeries, and they said later that they severed it. Okay. So she added that an autopsy on Hogan has been done, but she declined to reveal its results. Sky also said Hogan's body has not been cremated. Okay. So let me show you what the phrenic nerve is. So the phrenic nerve is right here. So let me pull it up. All right. So the phrenic nerve plays a key role in breathing and respiration. It makes your diaphragm contract and expand, letting your lungs inhale and exhale air. Nerve damage can cause paralyzed diaphragm. You may feel short of breath and have problems sleeping. An irritated phrenic nerve can also cause long-lasting, persistent hiccups. So there you go. Now it's right there. Okay. So you can see, like, during surgery, you could easily sever that, right? And they're not clear on exactly which surgery he had done that led to that. But yeah, if you come over here, it's like, okay, so she said that he may have been the victim of medical malpractice that may have cost him his life. This, according to sources connected to the death. Now, for those of you who don't know my family background, my father was the medical legal director for Kaiser Permanente, like top of Kaiser Permanente medical legal, like, so he was the, you know, he's retired now, but he was the one who had final say over, you know, whether they wanted to go to court or whether they were going to pay a settlement, how much the settlement was going to be. Like, he was the final authority on that. So I know an enormous amount compared to other people in terms of like this type of case. And not to mention, one of my friends died in a case like that in Kaiser, that my dad ended up having to, you know, make the decision. He's never spoken a word about it to me. It's like, this is like a good, like someone very, very connected. I mean, you know, this was like, Jesus, I don't know, probably 17 years ago, something like that. Very tragic situation. Really tragic situation. You know, as I understand it, it was like a doctor put the wrong, like I don't know, some kind of saline thing that they put into the IV, but because they had been on some other thing, it spiked their glucose or something, and she died. And yeah, I don't know. My dad's never said a word to me about it because obviously, you know, like he's not allowed to. But this kind of thing happens all the time, you know. But law enforcement sources tell TMZ the Clearwater PD police report regarding the 911 response to Holt's home the day she died, say an occupational therapist was present at the wrestling legend's Florida home when he stopped breathing. According to the report, which is on lockdown, the therapist told responding officers Hulk was the victim of medical malpractice. The therapist says During a recent operation, it's unclear if it was surgery to repair his heart or a neck procedure. The surgeon severed his phrenic nerve. So, so they're saying that he just stopped breathing, that he didn't ever have like a chest clenching episode before he passed. He just stopped breathing. And his wife, Sky, sounded the alarm, breath halted. We're also told that the conversations among the officers at the scene, where they talked about the therapist they told them this on body cam. It's a fair assumption the conversation between the occupational therapist and the officers is also on body cam. So, I mean, that's, I mean, I mean, at the end of the day, like, he's not alive anymore. So any way you slice it, it's a tragedy that, anytime anybody does, like, people can talk shit about, Hulk Hogan all they want. The guy, he's a good guy, bad guy. Well, he's got a family either way. You know what I mean? But, so that's what it is. Go ahead, subscribe to the channel, ring the bell. Love you guys. Bye-bye. Rough news about Destiny, huh? If you guys haven't been paying attention to that. Oh, no.